Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Bronze Reaper podcast. I'm your host, Rosalind Perkins, and thank you for the wait, everyone. I just had to do a few things, get my coffee ready. I'm still looking for my coffee, though. Oh, right here. So it's warming up right now. I apologize, but we're back in the game. I'm getting everything set up, and we can actually start, man. Hold on one second. I'm gonna fix a few things. Let's see. What's going on, Dorsey? Salute, salute. Today we're gonna talk for 30, 45 minutes. I didn't write no notes or anything, but we can start. Let me see how this is so far. But yeah, we can talk. 1 second. Go to share this. All right. Yeah, but yeah, definitely we're gonna have a great show today. I'm just getting the big TV started. Then we can actually get to business. Let me just do one more thing, and all right, we're good. Yeah. I want to say this. This is going to be a very interesting topic. The reason why it's going to be very interesting. What's going on, E Will? Salute, salute, salute. Um, the reason why it's going to be a very interesting topic, and this is just how I feel. It's going to be very interesting because this is a different form of white supremacy. You know, we're going to be talking about fucking around and finding out that Black Americans was right about the police. You know, we're going to be hearing from Tariq Nasheed, O'Shea, probably another person. We're going to have a quick show and we're going to talk for 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes. So, yeah, definitely, if you want to call in, definitely hit the email and say, I mean, not the email, hit the live chat and say, like, yo, I want to call in, speak your piece. Um, this is another form of white supremacy. And the reason why I said this is another form of white supremacy is because whenever it comes to black problems, if they can't benefit off of it, then they don't want it. So um I see that a lot. I see that a lot in the white supremacy community. So to me, this is nothing. The fun just started. And the reason why I said the fun just started is because how to explain. The fun just started because y'all wasn't ready. This don't forget this shit, the same shit that happened to Renee Good happened to January 7th. Right. Ashlee Babbitt and a few more other people who got shot, you know? Um and I'm gonna say this, I'm not surprised this didn't happen. I'm not surprised this I mean I'm not surprised that this happened. The reason why I'm not surprised is because stuff like this has been practiced. These are tactics of doing things. And as I told people before, with the white supremacists, without a common enemy, they're gonna kill each other. I know it's kind of different of saying, but this is the type of shit that goes on in their community. This is the type of shit that This is the type of the madness. This is the type of madness that goes around when you hate your own people. You know, you're fighting each other. And everybody has a different ideology. Like this is why when we talk about Pan Africanism and stuff like that, and Black Americans always say, "Yo, we're not hating on you. You don't have nothing to hate on." We're just tired of giving you our money, us practicing your beliefs. They're borderline pilgrims, if you ask me. And this is why I say they're borderline pilgrims. Remember back in the days with the natives, the pilgrims would try to convert people. This is what they're doing now. Pan Africanism is trying to convert people to doing Pan African stuff. And Pan Africans and Black Americans is like, nah, we don't want to do that. That's not us. That's not our culture. And they get mad and they call it xenophobic when we don't want to abide by their rules. You know, like, and even on this show, we hear all these wonderful things about Africa and what Africa is doing, and um, just the whole 9 yards. And Africa's so beautiful. Yeah, that's cool and everything, but let's let's really talk about it. Let's really talk about it. We're not going to do what you're going to do. This is why this situation is happening right now, because Black Americans are not on that front line. What liberals have to understand too, and these Democrats, is y'all have to understand that, like, yo, there's a ways of going to do stuff. The shit that y'all were doing was not peaceful. Just like the January 6th. That shit wasn't peaceful, or was it January 7th? It doesn't matter. Both of them niggas I think both of them niggas need to go to jail anyways. Yeah, you're gonna go to jail, man. I'm gonna be personally honest. Most of y'all motherfuckers is gonna go to jail. And do y'all need to go to jail? Yeah, I think y'all deserve to go to jail. I'm gonna be personally honest. The reason why I feel like y'all personally need to go to jail is because at the end of the day, y'all motherfuckers don't need to be doing what y'all are doing. Just like January 6th, them niggas should have stayed in jail and did their whole time. I don't think they should have been out of jail when they got sentenced. They're not bigger than the law. And this is where being a Karen or being a one of these high strung, white supremacist nationalists turns on y'all. The whole thing turned on y'all. And at the end of the day, y'all deserve it. I gotta be personally honest. Y'all deserve all of that. You know? You deserve it. Ain't nobody told y'all to do that. Ain't nobody told y'all to drive a car in front of ICE. And the thing about it, they warned y'all in Florida. They said if any of y'all fucking protesters has done what y'all are doing, and I'm talking about the stuff what they're doing right now, if y'all doing what you're doing now, you will get run over. You will get shot. You will get beat down, basically. You got to start believing the devil when the devil says he's the devil. When people are demons, the only people who could be demons is technically the devil. It's y'all got to get off this high horse. And I'm gonna be personally honest. Y'all are on a high horse right now. Y'all Pan Africans are not even helping y'all brethrens. And I'm talking about the immigrants. We haven't seen that Pan Africans out there. We haven't seen these immigrants who are on these podcasts and saying what they be saying out there. They're not out there. They think, oh, the white man's gonna help me. This is what they're thinking. And they're out here getting popped, getting shot, getting it's crazy out here for y'all. It is. We gotta be personally honest with ourselves and say this. Am I doing whatever I'm doing, is it right? Is it right of what I'm doing? And if you have to think about it and you can't just say, oh yes, it is right, then don't do it. I'm gonna be personally honest with y'all white supremacists. Don't do that shit. And I'm talking about the liberal white supremacists. You know, because as I always told you, you Democrats and your Republicans, y'all all white supremacists is just y'all under another cloak. That's it. That's what you're under. You're under another cloak. Um, I do want to say this though too. Because there's so much stuff I want to say. Um, I want to say what possessed that girl to drive that car through. What possessed her to drive that car through ice? You know, like I knew that was gonna happen. I knew she was gonna get sooner or later somebody was gonna get shot. You know, it's even like with the Ashlee Babbitt thing. I knew somebody was gonna die. You know, I didn't think a black officer or a black authority was gonna shoot her. You know, I'm gonna be personally honest. I didn't know she was gonna get shot by a black American. You know, and shout out to Michael Bird because Michael Bird did his job. And we can't get mad at this man for doing his job. And y'all talk about black people doing their job, black people being lazy, black people, this and that. And Michael Bird did his job. You know, he protect the government from treasonous. And that's what I really think of Ashlee Babbitt. I think of Ashlee Babbitt as a treasonous. You know, the reason why I say a treasonous, give me a second. Let me take this. The reason why I say treasonous is because she knew what she was doing that was against the law. Running in Capitol Hill thinking everything is sweet is not of law, above law. Even if you're a law abiding citizen, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. Everybody knows that, but she wanted to put her life on the line and stuff. Now niggas are smoking on that Babbitt pack. Now, Renee, it's your turn. What you were doing, was not right. I don't think you deserve to die, but at the end of the day, you was gonna go to jail regardless, because that's basically attempted murder or assault what was a law official. What's going on, SP? She didn't try to drive through the ice, but hey, did they give her? Did they tell her to do something? Their underlying circumstances were dramatically different. SB, I'm gonna say this. She knew what she was doing. I'm not giving nobody a fucking pass. And the reason why I'm not giving her a pass because at the end of the day, she should have never been in that situation. She should have been home with her kids. I'm gonna be personally honest. If I'm out here doing dumb shit, doing that monkey shit, it's shit, I'm gonna die. You know? A motherfucker's gonna pop me out here. You know? I'm gonna say this. I don't think she should have died. I'm gonna personally say that. I don't think she should have died. But at the end of the day, she should have never did that crazy shit that she did. You know, that shit. That was on some lunatic shit. And I'm right, SP. That was That was on some lunatic shit. Like, let me run these motherfuckers over. You trying to drive? I mean, around people? Nah, them niggas wasn't. You wasn't trying to drive around. And you know what? I'm gonna say this, SP. I'm tired of people trying to get passes out here for doing stupid shit. All that I didn't know and yada yada yada. Why the fuck you put yourself in that situation anyways? You know, if I know one was in insurrection insurrectionist. The other was standing up to government tyrant. It doesn't matter. Wrong is wrong. I'm gonna say that wrong is wrong. You know, everybody got to respect something, and she wasn't respecting the law. So, what the fuck you think was gonna happen? You know, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew she was gonna end up getting shot. You know, I knew sooner or later one of these motherfuckers is gonna get shot like Ashlee Babbitt. I didn't know this shit was gonna turn into another Ashley. You gotta understand, she's the Ashlee Babbitt of the liberals. Like let's think about that. She's the Ashlee Babbitt of liberals, of Democrats. Ashlee Babbitt died from doing some fuck shit. We could all agree to that. Ashlee Babbitt died doing some fuck shit. Shit that she wasn't supposed to be doing. But she did it. She won her prize. She caught 2 hot slugs. We don't give a fuck if you was in the military. Chris Duran was in the military. I think hold on one second. I think she just a white woman who panicked. I don't think she tried to run Will, this is the question. If you got kids, what the fuck are you doing out there? And let alone if you have black kids, I understand. But you don't be in a motor vehicle car knowing that these motherfuckers have guns. Knowing and probably already know that these niggas is trigger happy. These niggas is trigger happy. You know? Hold on. You just wrote the same thing. These niggas is trigger happy. I know they're trigger happy. But hold on one second. Have you seen the video of the? Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it a few times. Um, if the motherfucker said stop, I think she should have stopped. You know. Do I think it was senseless? Yes, I think it was a senseless killing that he did. You know. And I'm not saying he's like nothing like Michael Berg. Michael Bird was protecting Capitol Hill. But I forgot, yo, how many shots did he do? He shot like 2 or 3 times. And the thing about it's crazy. I would have said this, and this is out of the defense of the liberal road rage woman. I think the ICE agent should have shot the tires out. My bad. My comments is worded incorrectly. Typing too fast. It's all right. I get what you're saying though. Well, this is when they raid your house without a warrant. That's when you can sue, sue, and I'm talking about sue to the highest stake where you saying that you're traumatized. I'm being honest. Let these cops bust in my fucking house. You know what I say? Without a warrant. I am traumatized. I don't think I can go to work no more. I'll be on that type of shit. I don't think I could go to work anymore. I'm scared to go to work. I'm gonna need therapy. I need restitution. Let me tell y'all something. And this is to the liberals out here and these immigrants too. I'm gonna say this. It comes to a point where you got to hit people where they don't want to be hit at, and I'm talking about them pockets. Do you think a government want to pay out more people? Like, let's personally be honest, they don't want to pay out more people. They're tired. They're probably tired of paying just senseless millions to stupid people, man. or people they think is stupid. You know, you gotta tap them pockets. And this is what I gotta say about Renee. First of all, I think Ashlee Babbitt deserved to be shot. I'm gonna say that, and the reason why is because she broke the law in a violently fashion. You should not never ever break a window, damage or destroy government property. I don't think. And the thing about it, the guy shot a few times. He shot once or twice. You know, the homeowner told the ICE agent that there was children in the home, and the agent didn't listen. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna say. Sue. I'm talking about sue for millions. Sue for millions. So they think about running up in another motherfucking house up. They're gonna run up that they're gonna run that bill up. And I'm talking about trauma. Yo, you traumatized my kids. My kids are scared of the police. Law enforcement. You got me scared to leave the house of the protection of my kid. Yo, let me tell y'all something. Y'all gotta hit these pockets. And this is the problems of liberals. Y'all, y'all want to protest and all this other stuff while these niggas beating the fuck out of y'all. Y'all gotta hit those pockets, especially as a white person. Hit those pockets. Let them niggas throw you on the floor. When they throw you on the floor, what you gonna do? Yo, I'm beat the fuck up. I didn't do nothing. I was just walking home. I was peaceful protesting, and he just got too aggressive with me. I don't know why he did it. I don't know why he did this like that. I don't know if this is how y'all work, but I'm hurt. Go to the hospital. Go in the EMTs. Somebody call the EMTs like, yo, I'm beat the fuck up. I can't feel my I don't have no feelings in my hands. I can move it, but I don't have no feelings. Y'all niggas is crazy. You know? Oh, 1 second. Hey, I'm gonna say this: as much as y'all white supremacists be playing that Karen shit and stuff, this is the best time to be playing Karen. You know, I'm gonna be personally honest. Problem is that Ellie. I guess Ellie has qualified immunity, and they don't care. Um, they don't care if you sue them since the money comes from the taxpayers, not the individual agents. No, why? It's probably you're suing the wrong people. You know, like I said, there's ways of going through this. You know, like you can sue. You know, you can sue the federal bureau, right? You do that. It's like, yo, they they requested that these people come out here, and this is what happened. You know how many people I know who went to court for the cop? Yo, the cops raided people's houses, wrong people's houses and stuff, and they sued, traumatized. Yo, I don't think y'all get it. I don't think y'all get it. You know, we've been told y'all that this motherfucker's a racist, anyways. We've been told y'all he was a racist. You know, this wasn't nothing new. Like, and this is what y'all have to understand: Black Americans has dealt with racism. We're racism killers. You know, we kill racism. You know, give me a second. Let me drop this bad boy in here. Like, and this is the one thing that I always said immigrants lack. Um, y'all lack that fight. Y'all lack that spark. Even white supremacy or white liberals, they lack it the same thing too. Because you got to understand, the only way you can get better is experience. You know, if you do something 1,000 times, you'll get it right a few times out of those 1,000 times. You know, give me a second, everyone. Yeah, you'll get it right a few times out of those 1,000 times. So it's a weird situation for white people. You know, like don't forget this isn't the '60s. The reason why the '60s kind of worked is because Black Americans was on that front line. All that peaceful protesting, everybody sitting on the grass and singing songs with a fucking banjo or a guitar. Somebody's playing the little shake. It's just it doesn't work, man. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why it doesn't work is because these people want to fight. These people want y'all to act the fucking fool, and this is y'all giving them what they want. And at the end of the day, this is what y'all do, and this is why certain places in the black community, a lot of cops can't go. I told y'all about my old projects where there has to be like two or like three, maybe three cop cruisers to come into those projects by themselves, three deep. They have to come three cruisers deep. They can't come one cruiser and think everything's gonna be sweet. One, somebody might steal your cruiser again and take all the guns out and everything you have in it and have the shit on cinder blocks. Two, give me a second. Uh, I agree, Ellie. Ellie has been screwed over blacks for years with them raids, breaking their toilets so they can. Yeah. And the thing about it is just, yo, we didn't sue. A lot of us didn't sue because we didn't know about that. But we know about, you got to understand, you know why Black America is, or FBAs are progressing now? Because we're taking the form of what hip hop was. Form of hip hop was just basically the news or a newspaper. It's just a form of giving us information back in those days. You know, these are the breaks, all that stuff. Those were all messages saying this is what's going on. Like nobody didn't. I don't think people understood that. And yes, it's a form of expression, but that was our news. That was our form of getting things heard. This is what's going on in the community. This is what people doing drugs, pissing in the hallways and shit like that. The shit is nasty. We're telling you the shit's nasty that these people are doing that. People hook off drugs, people selling their kids and stuff like that. What's going on, Ray Ray? Salute, salute. You know, it's just now what I'm doing right now, what me all these other foundational black Americans is doing is we're just another form of the news. We're just another form of the news. You know, and or journalists, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's we getting things done. I'm gonna say that we getting things on and popping right now, you know, and this is why I say it all the time. Everything without foundational Black Americans and stuff like that, a lot of this stuff will be dead. A lot of this stuff, a lot of people can't make no money off of. You know, like right now, I'm looking for endorsements, and sponsors, and I'm gonna say this, everybody, that shit is hard to find, man. Um, I'm always on my email and just stuff like that. Hold on. Speaking of a sponsor right now, hold on, give me a second. Hold on, reach out to our partnership through. So right now, I'm gonna say this. I'm looking at a partnership with AG1. It's this type of water health thing. I think I want to push that on my Chocolate Man podcast, and the reason why I want to push that on there because we do talk about health and stuff, and just all that other cool stuff. You know, it's starting to. I'm gonna say this, um, the Chocolate Man podcast is actually starting to pick up. You know, I do see an increase in it every time I do it. It does the numbers do go up. Um, I just got to be dedicated of doing it. Wednesday, I must say this, everybody. Wednesday, I'm not doing a show. I got something to do, so I apologize. I just got to get certain shit started. I got to study for my map training. So just giving pills out and stuff like that. So I got to train for that. So I'm gonna be doing that once I get out of work on Wednesday. I apologize. I might do a little something, I but I'm gonna be doing mostly that when I get home from work. Get myself a cup of coffee. Boom, 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 boom. Um, I want to say this also too. I've been also working on my the Chocolate Man series. I think the first series is gonna be the Chocolate Man Chapter One. The I told y'all Friday night. It's gonna be super dope. I'm super excited to do that. Um I'm gonna make series out of it. The reason why is because I think it's gonna be perfect to do that. To see how far this can go. Um I think it could go far. Yes, I do think this series can go far. It's just I got to see where my money's gonna come from. Lala or Charlie Shaw gave me some dope advice. So definitely I've been doing that. I've been also looking for sponsors too. I'm gonna be doing that on Wednesday too. Is looking for sponsors for the Bronze Reaper podcast, or technically Bronze Reaper Media. You know, I think, and this is just me. I think the first sponsor that I want to do is with health. Um, I think I want to do with health, and the reason why I want to deal with health first is because yeah, my show we do talk, we do chat, we do talk about crazy shit, but we do help. You know, you can make. Oh my god! You know what? I'm gonna say this. I don't have a problem with those countries. And I'm gonna say this: them small hat niggas don't bother me. Um, and like even if they were on some aggressive shit, I'll just tell them no. I just deal with my own people, and it's not that I like. I always tell people this: one of my favorite boxers of all times. He's not my favorite. My favorite boxer is Sonny Lister. Sonny Liston is my favorite boxer of all time. But one of my favorite boxers, and I'm talking about even to watch, is Usyk, Alexander Usyk. He's from Ukraine. I'm not the biggest Ukraine fan, but I'm a big, very, very big fan of Alexander Usyk. The reason why is because I love his way of boxing. You know, it's low key brutal, but it's just like you always have to think about his boxing. It took me a while to understand his boxing style, you know. And the thing about it, I'm gonna say this: he probably has top five one of the greatest footwork I ever seen, ever, ever. First thing I think when I think of footwork, Pepe. This guy, he won a round without getting hit. So Pepe, I think that's how you say his name, and um Sweet Pea, Pearl Winnicker. I think those two right there are, I love watching their footwork. Their footwork is amazing. Off subject comment, but do you think Ben, yeah, he did. Chris Benoit, yes, he did. Um, and then when I hear something crazy, that woman he killed is from Boston. She's from Boston. I forgot her name too, but yeah, she's from Boston. You know, um, I think personally, and I'm gonna say this because I have heard about what people said about Chris Benoit. He's a great worker. But there was something mentally going wrong with him. You know, there was something mentally going on with him. And this is why, if you ever notice, till this day, some people just try not to talk about him, but they have to because at the end of the day, he was probably one of the greatest technical wrestlers of all time. You know, so it's. Oh, no, I must say this too. She was Asian. No, she was white. I think she was white. Yeah, I think she was white. I forgot her name. And Sullivan, that was her first marriage to Kevin Sullivan. Kevin Sullivan was from Arlington, Massachusetts. Yes, Kevin Sullivan. That was her first husband. Um, I don't think it was Kevin, and the reason why I'm gonna say that, the reason why I want to say it wasn't him is because he was already remarried. You know, like what happened with Chris Benoit and what happened with her is what happened. Benoit was a beast. He was my idol. Shit broke my heart. Yeah, it's like that, man. You know, and this is why there's a concussion. Nancy, yes, that was her name, Nancy. And this is why there's a concussion protocol because the shit that Chris Benoit was doing, he was banging his head on a lot of shit, man. Like, I think the way he was banging his head, the nigga should have played football. The nigga should have played football. And I'm gonna be personally honest because at the end of the day, he was always hit. This nigga hit his head on ladders, jumping off fucking off of cages onto people's show. Yo, it's and this is why people was telling what's his name, Daniel Bryanson to stop doing that shit. Daniel Bryan had neck injury. He had neck problems. That's why he quit. This is why he retired the first time, then came back. You know, and the thing, and that's well, I'm gonna say this: the closest thing technically to Daniel Bryan's, if not William Regal, will be Daniel Bryan's. You know, that's the closest technical one of the greatest, and there's some great ones. There's some very great technical wrestlers. You know, it's just you got Bret Hart, you got William Regal, you got Pete Dunne is decent. Um and I'm talking about there's people who have chain matches and stuff like that. Who else is a good one? Another good one, but she's not like great at it, but she was in MMA. What's her name? I can't even think. Shayna Baszler. And it's because she has mixed martial arts style or judo style. Like they could put on a world class chain wrestling match. That's how good these people are, especially William Regal. William Regal is probably one of the best. And he was, don't forget, he was bare knuckle boxing at what 17. You know, he was right up there with Kurt Hennig. Yeah, Kurt Hennig. Kurt Hennig is a great performer. Chain wrestling, I'll give it to Bret Hart, and my favorite wrestler is Mr. Perfect. So Kurt Hennig is my favorite wrestler. But like I said, Kurt Hennig is a great performer. Like the thing he can sell great. His selling I think is way better than Dolph Ziggler, and Dolph Ziggler can sell hits. He can sell. Those were amazing. Yeah, the Kurt Hennig. I'm gonna say this. Another great Chris Benoit matches is because there's a lot of good ones. I know Angle is pissed off about it because probably one of the matches that everybody talks about with Kurt Angle is the Chris Benoit match. You know, and I know he hates that. Like the um the Brock Lesnar one was all right. Brock Lesnar and Angle was all right, but um I'm gonna say this. I really don't really see, and I'm gonna say, and I like Brock Lesnar, but I don't really know any great matches that some matches I'd be like, oh my god, I gotta see that match again. The Rock match that he had was decent. The John Cena was all right. Um, and the reason why, because don't forget, it was good to see that one good time when German suplexed that guy, what, like 30 times? But we don't really know that many Brock Lesnar matches like that. Like we could name great Batista matches, Randy Orton matches, just shit like that. But you're not gonna get a lot of Brock Lesnar matches. I think Brock Lesnar is very, very talented and amazing. It's just sometimes when you wrestle people like Brock Lesnar, you have to be another big person. I think this is why Omos is overseas right now. What's going on, Lala Brown? Salute, salute. We're about to get into the show anyways. I usually like to talk 30, 45 minutes. We usually go longer. But yeah, about that Chris Benoit, yeah, it's just yeah, it's there's not that many good matches of Brock Lesnar. Not even the Hulk Hogan one, the Hulk Hogan or the Ric Flair ones. It's just you got to be big. Like those people, type of people, you got to be big. You got to be like at least 230, 240. You can't be like 200 pounds or 180 trying to fight Brock Lesnar. The shit looks crazy. You know, and that's just my point of view on that. Like I'm gonna tell you, my favorite match was Ricky the Steamboat Dragon and Randy Savage at WrestleMania. They outperformed the Hulk Hogan and I think the Andre the Giant match. It's just stuff like that, man. And it's shit like that happens. But let's get into the show. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the Bronze Reaper podcast. I'm your host, Rosalind Perkins. How's everyone doing? I don't know if I said this already, but we got a great show. Is Renee Good, the new Ashlee Babbitt? Renee Good was the Renee Nicole Good was the lady who got shot by the ICE agent. But did she deserve it or did she not deserve it? I heard some of y'all say no, she was trying to go around him and all that other stuff. Hold on, another legit tough guy was Rick Rude. Yeah, Rick Rude was he was in the Navy. That's why. If you ever see his tattoo on his arm, it means he was in the Navy. The anchor thing, I thought it was on some Popeye shit, but nah, he was a Navy cat. Um, I will say this: I don't deserve. I don't think she deserved to die, but at the end of the day, you broke the law. So we can't do hypotheticals, man. You broke the law. Sometimes this shit happens when you break the law. It's just like, oh, I go fast and the cops pull me over. I can't. I mean, I couldn't be like, oh well, you know what? You know what? I could have been going a little bit slow. What happened if my car? How about this? Let's say I was going fast, my car flipped over. My car flips over. You would be saying, well, I wish that cop would have stopped me, who let me go fast. It be like that sometimes. But I'm gonna like I say, we can't keep on making up. I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna make up excuse for Nicole. Nicole, you should have never been doing that shit. You know how these people are. First of all, you're protesting. They're already looking to some fuck shit to happen with you your community in these ICE agents, so they can have a reason to shoot you. First of all, and I'll keep on saying it. A lot of white people don't like white people. A lot of white people don't like white people, especially when there's politics involved. It has always been like that. It has always been like that. This is why we're having, and this is why I always tell people this. There's a difference. How do I say this without being crazy or it coming out crazy? There's a time to get, to fuck shit up, and there's a time to like, yo, you know what? Let me just cool down before shit goes left. The situation she was in with these ICE people, she should have just waited. She should have just had some patience. A few seconds, she would have still been alive. A few seconds of just stopping would have saved her life. I'm gonna be personally honest. And this is just some fuckery shit that just happened because at the end of the day, she thought she was above the law. I gotta be personally honest. I think she felt like she was above the law. You can't do shit like that. And at the end of the day, I always hold on, compare Ashlee Babbitt with our bad examples. What do you mean? They both broke the law. It was clearly the wrong. She was trying to get through a secure building. She just knew Ashlee Babbitt. This is you doing fuck shit goes wrong. She was doing some fuck shit. We know one thing we gotta stop acting like this lady did not understand what was going on. She did not understand the because I'm gonna say this. If it was a black person, niggas would have been like, yo, that nigga should have complied. That nigga should have listened. We would have been talking about a whole bunch of other shit. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Facts. Fucking tell you. Yeah. You gotta be on that type of time, Bomb's legacy. You're right. We gotta be on that type of time. How many? Let me ask y'all a question, and Esper, you can answer this question too. How many times Black Americans has been warning people about this overtly racist, this racist, overtly racist cabin? Dozens of times, hundreds of times. So if the Democrats know that, why wouldn't they help Black Americans? If for the last ever since the 1960s, they've been helping them get into office. Why wouldn't you do something for them? Just to say, yo, you know what? Just so you know, you got faith in us and we can do something right. Well, first of all, we're gonna get together. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. And she was warned multiple times by Capitol Police to stop. Oh, you're talking about Ashley smoking all that Ashley pack. Yo, they both did stupid shit, man. But they always thought FBA's was lying. Till now, it's in all them faces. I love it. Allegedly, yeah, you gotta love it because at the end of the day, and it's not like we're happy that they're dying, but we're happy because we told you so. We told y'all this was gonna happen. We told you what this nigga Trump was trying to do. We don't give a fuck because at the end of the day, we've been through all of it. Another 4 years is not really gonna hurt us. It's not gonna hurt us. We have done everything, you know. And you know what? We're gonna sit here and watch O'Shea get busy and have him talk about it. Cause at the end, cause it's not like I'm gonna say this. It's not like we haven't warned anybody. Oh yeah, let me finish, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in the live chat. And also, if you want to comment in the live chat, you have to be a subscriber. So definitely be a subscriber so you can be in the live chat with SP, Bombs Legacy, Lala. Who else? Who else was I talking to? And everybody else. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get through this because I gotta go get my kid at 2:30. Um, but yeah, it's just. Oh yeah, E Will. And Ray said, "Yo, if I want to make 7,000 a post, what you say again? What you say, Ray? I got a what again? It's just I'm gonna say this. We was talking about Israel, and I was saying that I don't have a problem with Israel. I really don't. I know a lot of people do. It's just like, yo, they don't fuck with me in my community like that. You know, like and this is how Black Americans is. We don't want y'all in our community. We just want to be left alone, man. Because we always feel like, and this is just how Black Americans feel with a lot of people. Every time Black Americans get a community, we let somebody into the community. They always want to fuck some shit up. They always want to confuse something, you know? And Black Americans is tired of that shit, you know? Like we it's cool. What's going on, Convo? Salute, salute. It's cool if you want to come into the community and like, yo, just fall in line and do our shit, you know? But we don't want y'all to come in here thinking y'all can make rules and all this other stuff and just be on your tribalistic shit, you know? It just it messes up the ecosystem, and I get it. I understand, how's the show going so far? It's going good. It's going good. We're talking about Ashlee Babbitt and Renee. Well, we talk about Miss Renee Goods. Renee Good got her calling a few days ago. And I said, and this is what I'm saying. She's the new Ashlee Babbitt. That lady's the new Ashlee Babbitt. I gotta be personally honest. And the reason why, hey yo, she wanted to pop off, man. FBA is the most popping in 2026. Even Tucker got a facts. Bomb Legacy. We're gonna talk about that definitely tomorrow because Wednesday I'm not having a show, so I apologize, everybody. I got stuff to do Wednesday. I gotta do stuff for the Bronze Reaper Media because I'm in talk with this group. I forgot what it's called. Give me a second. I'll tell you what it is. It's just health AG1 health thing. And they want me to talk to their people. So definitely I'm gonna still talk. I'm gonna chat with them probably today or tomorrow after this show. It's just I need some endorsements. If I get some endorsements, I just need a few and I can quit my job and I'll do endorsements and do it yearly. And I'll just say like because I always tell people my show is frequently growing. It stopped for like a week, then it just started growing again. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? First I got kind of scared. I was like, oh shit, why is this shit stopping? Like we've been getting numbers, but we haven't get like it was crazy. Like we were getting numbers, but we weren't getting subscribers. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, yo, I'm talking about, yo, we're getting crazy subscribers. I mean, we're getting crazy. No, yeah, RIP to Renee Good, but this isn't. I just said is I'm gonna call in quick. All right, give me a second. Let me open up the phone line. I'm gonna say this. We're in talk. I'm in talk. My company is in talks. In talk with this brand. You can call now. You gotta say pause. Pause. It kept pause. Okay. Thank you, Bomb Legacy. Yeah, yo, the numbers was increasing, but it's just pause. It just the subscribers wasn't like yo within a week I got already like I was already pushing like 5 or 6,000 in a week, and I'm like yo the numbers are there. I was like, and the thing I was thinking about, oh yeah, I wasn't putting it out on X and stuff like that. So I started putting it out on X now again, but that's what I wasn't doing. So I wasn't doing my job, as you say, as people say. Yeah, you wasn't doing your job. You wasn't doing what you're supposed to do, player. But everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in the live chat. And also, if you want to give donations, I'm putting it in the link. I'm putting the link in the live chat right now. We got Super Chat, we got Cash App, and we got Venmo, everyone. So definitely hit that Cash App, you know, support the show. And I appreciate it, everyone. Also, free Diddy. Yeah, free Diddy. I don't think, and this is why Diddy, Diddy's in jail for slutting out women. He ain't in jail for pimping out women. They made it seem like he was pimping these people. No, he was being a trick. That man was tricking. You know, I gotta say that he was tricking, but I guess the tricking caught up with him. Give me one.
Call from
FBA combo.
What's going on, Convo?
What up, though, Rocho? How is it going today, man, on a Monday? What's today? Monday, right?
Yeah, Monday. Hold on, give me one sec. Let me see if I can hear you.
Mic check 1, 2, 3, y'all. Can y'all hear me?
No, it's see on the lot.
I
Okay.
know. I was just trying to help you.
Oh,
Mic check 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
thank you. What's going on, Convo?
Did it come
Okay,
back?
yeah, they can hear you. They can hear you. But
No doubt. What's going down today, man? What you doing today? What's going on with the show? We talking about Renee Good, man? Yeah, man. We
yeah,
covered that. Yeah,
yeah.
how the FBA say they gonna deal with that situation? They gonna mind their own business.
Mm-hmm.
As you can hear, Tyreek has said, listen, as you can know that all that stuff that they was doing to us, they gonna end up doing to them, and that's what they
Facts.
doing. That's the first time that they did it to them. So it is what it is. Like I said, stay out the protest. Stay out the way. That's not your fight. Stuff like that.
Facts. I agree with that. And I'm gonna even add on more. I feel that, and this is why I say it's like the Ashlee Babbitt, because at the end of the day, what was she doing?
Mm.
You know, did she break a
Ashlee
law?
Babbitt, Ashlee Babbitt. Who is that? We familiar? I
The
forgot about
Capitol
that.
Hill, when the Michael Bird
Oh
fucked
shit!
her.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, unalive. Yeah, that. Yeah, she
Yeah,
doing too much.
yeah.
She doing too much. So I guess that's the first time that they turned on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I had forgot about that, but you're right. That's the first time.
Yeah, man. This is another. And the thing about it, what's the whole coincidence? It happened in January. It happened. Hold on. What day did it happen? I hope it didn't happen on the 7th or the 6th.
I don't know. I forgot. Now, what that the January 6th? That was Jan 6th. Yeah, that's Jan 6th. Though.
Yeah, Ashley Babbitt out here getting
I don't
blown.
know. I don't know when girl got unalive. Was it on the 6th, dog? That's cold blooded, man.
All I know is in
Dang.
January, bloody January, right
It
here.
was in January. Well, you can say that though. It was in January, so maybe January a hot month for the for the Mayo.
Yeah,
Maybe
man.
January is a real hot month for y'all. Y'all all need to lay low.
Yeah, man.
Everybody trying to get me to lay low. I ain't laying low.
Oh
So
yeah.
what's up? Who in the chat right there, man? Because I seen Kwame the other day, and American Dream's been coming into FBA spaces trying to be cool, man.
Yeah, I tell American Dream this. I was like, first of all, the coalition will never work. And the second, because the thing about it, because the words that they use, first of all, I don't know if they're misinformed, because I had to show American Dream that Tariq Nasheed never said he was a pimp. He probably said he was a Mac, or he did like a little. I think put it this way: I know Tariq Nasheed did a pimp skit. He did a skit, but he never said he was a pimp. You know, because don't forget, Tariq Nasheed used to write for shows.
Right.
You know, so at the end of the day, I think they're taking things that are not reality and trying to turn it real. You know, because I had to go into Tariq Nasheed's book and show what
Mm-hmm.
that book was about. I was like, he was
Was there some useful information in it at least?
no, it was just saying that the books that he wrote Mac books, and they
Okay.
were trying to compare Macking with pimping. I was like, you can't.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
like, I said the closest anything that Tariq can be towards a Mac is a player. I was like, because players are the same thing kind of as Macs. It's just you know how to talk to women. I was like, how are y'all
Yep.
getting this pimp thing from? I was like,
Yo, that player, that's what I was trying to be. Cause you got
yeah.
player pimps and Max. Max slap a bitch.
Mm,
Pimp, he manipulate that bitch. And a player, he just be tricking the bitch.
mm. Oh yeah.
Players
I never heard.
don't be slapping girls.
You want to hear something crazy?
But a Mac, if you hear a Mac, he be that's why they call him a Mac, because he be slapping off them girls. People
mm,
slap you too, but not as much. He really want to play with your mind.
yeah. Because I
Go
never
ahead, what you about to say?
I never heard I never heard like this is one thing. Hold on one second. So sad what happened to Ashley. All right. Like I never heard that Max be gorilla pimping bitches. I mean like
Mm,
girls. I never heard that.
oh yeah, yeah. If you watch the Mac, any of them old '70s movies, that they gonna be doing more slapping than pimps.
Yeah.
They pimps be doing some slapping. But pimps, you will notice that if you watch, like, I don't know how many black exploitation movies you watch. You
Oh.
gotta get that in. I
Trick
never watched Roots
Baby,
because
Trick
I
Baby.
ain't
You
never watched
got.
that.
Have you
Yeah,
watched Trick Baby? You seen?
no, I ain't watched that.
It's a
I ain't
good
saying I watched
movie.
a bunch of them, but I seen
Yeah,
Superfly. I seen the Mac. I seen a lot of my boy Curtis Mayfield. You know what I'm
you
saying?
gotta see Trick Baby. You gotta see Trick Baby.
Yeah, Trick Baby. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to watch those movies though, because it's like 2026 and I'm on that
So
2026 shit, so it'd be
I'm gonna
kind of
tell
hard to
you. I'm
watch
gonna
the
tell
old
you the
school.
whole motto of that movie. It was about this white man who was in these white. Because it actually does still happen in this day now that this white man who was working with this black man, but he was in these white spaces acting white and
Uh-huh.
hearing everything that was going on with these white people, and they were conning the white people. Like
Uh-huh.
that white boy was raised by black people, but he was in
Uh-huh.
these white spaces conning white people of getting things for black people and stuff. It's crazy. It's called Trick Baby.
Uh-huh.
It's real good. It's real good. It's Trick Baby.
My man Bob Legacy say I'm wrong on that pimping. You right. I probably don't know a lot about pimping and shit because I was just chilling. But go ahead,
Yeah.
Bob. What's up, man? Tell me in the chat, man, what I got wrong, man. That'll be cool. But look, hey, Reaper, man, I gotta go in a minute. But let me go ahead and tell you this story. The reason I
Okay.
called.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Man, it's like FBA crime and shit. You know what I'm saying? We not a monolith. We can't think of all alike and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on my homie FBA channel. It's FBA Gatekeepers. I don't know
I
if you heard
I
that channel.
started watching that. I like it.
Yeah, I'll be chilling with them. And those the guys. Like I said, I'm 50, so I really wouldn't be considered a front line FBA because they said that if I fucked up and failed on my generation, and I let shit slide. So you need to just either be on code or just sit in the back. So the motherfuckers that's really doing this shit is in their 30s. They
Mm.
20s and 30s. Those the ones on the front line, and that's what the FBA gatekeepers are. So I was in their channel and I was listening to them, and they like to actually get a lot of straightening. You will hear a lot of bickering, and they be cussing out a lot of tellers on their channel, which is cool. Some FBAs do that. Some FBAs do what you do, build with them. Some FBAs, you know what I'm saying, don't deal with them at all. Like Breeze, he don't deal with them at all.
Mm.
But like I was saying, well, because over at FBA gatekeepers, I get in the comments. I give them my one that I had that you helped me with.
Which one?
Remember, F 430 million, 43 million FBAs
Mm-hmm.
need reparations, and the FBAs are, free man, enslaved Africans and black natives. Because I
Mm.
had Indians, and you told me black natives. So I dropped that shit in the comments. My man tapped on it. He said, "Kid, I don't know who the fuck you is. You sound like a tether, but look, check it. I don't like that African shit.
Yeah.
I don't like that African part. You know what I mean? Because he don't feel like he an African. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. But in my case, I am. You know what I'm saying? Because I told you, my parents come from rural Alabama, and you know damn well it was off a slave plantation. That's the reason my last name is Jones.
Mm.
It's just that I tried to explain it to him, like, listen, bro, when I'm saying enslaved Africans, I'm saying people that was enslaved unwillingly. You know, these like
Yeah.
unwilling slaves. They didn't want to be slaves. These motherfuckers are fighter all to the death.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to tell you is, you know, when I say enslaved Africans, if that whole paragraph or whatever, or that whole statement pissed you off, but the enslaved African part pissed you off, then you got to understand that some of us are enslaved Africans. I mean, it is what it is. See, when you try to put FBA in a box like we just black natives, or we just enslaved people, or we just free man, that you fuck up because it's more of it's like us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And we're not a monolith.
Yeah.
Everybody not gonna believe the same shit in
Yeah.
FBA. Sometimes the Pan Africans are used. They say, well, when I asked Brown Reaper about that, he said this, and when I asked you about that, y'all said that. So y'all ain't on code. These are all you gotta do is tell them that we not a monolith. You
Man.
know, I can't expect 43 million to feel like me on that. All I can tell you that we on code in such a way that we still getting along, even when we do got a disagreement.
Mm-hmm.
Even when we do got a disagreement, we still on code. We still love each other. We still sisters and brothers. And FBA knowing that we fight for reparations.
Mm.
I had my homie there the other day. He had come over my house. 30 years friends. You know, we've been friends 30 years. That's like a brother to me. You understand?
Yeah.
It's good to have a friend for 30 fucking years. He's sitting at the crib, but he not FBA. He is, Bree. He
Mm.
is FBA, but he not FBA like I am. You know what I'm saying? You know, if somebody asked me, and I could defend my lineage a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I can't defend my lineage like the best man, but a little bit. And he don't know nothing about FBA. We chilling on Breeze channel, right?
Yeah.
I'm on panel. I'm on panel with Breeze, and we talking. He want to come over the house trying to watch the game. So I tell him, I mean, I ain't about to get off a live with Breeze. Just make sure that you keep the noise in the background to the minimal and shit, because you know they gonna be able to hear you. Then Breeze was like, man, who is that? Then they started talking. Next you know, he on the show, and so Pinky was there, and
Oh.
Pinky was like, why the hell is you fucking up, Kev? Your boy ain't even FBA. And I told Pinky, I said, Pinky, I can't make this nigga be FBA. I can only tell him about FBA, but if he ain't feeling it, if he don't want to march for it, because I guess they think that we gonna pick up guns. We not about to, dog. FBA ain't about to pick up. We ain't got no army, nigga.
We
You
don't
know
need
what our army
guns.
is?
We don't need guns.
You know what our army is?
We-
This right here. The pen is mightier than the sword. It's a 2026. We on the internet now. So
Yeah.
that means that I get a chance to see your message way from wherever the fuck you at right now, Brian.
Yeah.
And we connected now. And there's more people around us getting connected. That's how we on code.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how we on code. That's how we getting this thing done, because everybody gonna keep up the chatter. Right now, it's people on Twitter going down and talking about FBA. Right now on Instagram, it's people on there talking about FBA for and against.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what we talking about? FBA.
Fact.
All in all.
Fact.
All in all.
It's true.
Man, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'll probably call back later. I'm gonna be watching the show, but I'm
Okay.
at the phone store. I need to do this phone business,
All right,
and
my
I just
man.
wanted to, cook with y'all for a little bit. All right, keep on doing that shit, Bronze, man. I'm proud of you, man. Keep it going.
Thank you. Thank you, OG. Salute. Salute.
All right, Dad. I'll see you soon.
All right, easy.
All right.
Everybody, that was Convo. Salute to Convo. Thanks for the conversation. Definitely, I will say this. I don't have a I'm gonna say this. I don't have a problem with people calling themselves something else. You know, but I feel like one thing we should be under a form of one thing. If you're gonna call yourself a black native, but you can still say there still can be a connection where we can say, okay, yeah, but we're still blah blah blah. Like Sulan, it's just a different name of saying foundational Black Americans. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't have an issue with that. If you was Sulan, that's what's popping. I fucks with you heavy. I support you. FBA, I support you. Black Native, I support you. Indigenous, Black Indigenous, I support you. Black Indians, I support you. Like, I technically support everybody, but I support my people first. I support my people first, and I think that's the best thing you should do is always support your people first because nobody's not going to support your people like you're going to support them. You know, um, I will say that. Give me a second, everyone. Your boy ISO Speed is trying to clown us in Africa. It's kind of um. ISO Speed needs his money probably. That's just what I believe. I think he needs his money. So man, you gotta be personally honest. I think ISO Speed doesn't spend his money crazy as most people do, but I will say this. Um, ISO Speed is a brand, so him talking about certain things he's not gonna actually do because he's a brand. Like I'm a brand, but I could talk about more things than most people can. You know, because this is how I brand myself. Will I rebrand? I don't know. I might rebrand. Who knows, man? I really never think that far of rebranding. I like how my brand is right now, where, for example, I can talk to anybody on my show. All I ask is respect the laws of the land and don't put titles on people that what they're not. That's why I had an issue with American Dream. I was like, yo, you can't be out here calling people pimps and not knowing what a pimp is. Tariq Nasheed wasn't a pimp. Put it this way, even if he said he was a pimp, we know he wasn't a pimp. You know, if he say he was, he's probably selling wolf tickets, nigga. He's most likely selling wolf tickets. 50 say he was a pimp, but it's just we can't keep on doing that, man. It just because then it just looks like it's out of bad faith, and yes, my show can be messy, but I don't want it to be a I don't want it to be a certain way where you know what you think you could just come on my show and just talk crazy. You know, I wouldn't want that. I don't want that type of show. You know, because at the end of the day, we have so many people watching. So does this mean I can't? No, you can do whatever you want, but at the end of the days, SP, this is what I'm saying. All right, I know you're joking, but if you know certain things is going to get you in some type of hot waters, why would you do it? Don't put yourself in situations knowing that it's gonna go left. Like Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross to me is a Karen. The shit that he did was kind of like Karen shit, where you know what you're saying is offending Black Americans. So when a Black Americans get aggressive with you, you got a problem. You talking about you're some type of little small hat kid, from Florida, you know, and act like you don't know what's going on. No, you can't keep doing that, And this is why I say, yo, people have this they have blonde hair, blue eye syndrome. They have this blonde hair, blue eye syndrome where like they see a white woman with blonde hair, blue eyes. Oh, you need help? Oh my god! White women just start crying. Certain black people and immigrants just fall. Oh, you're all right, white woman. You're all right, white woman. Like, come on, we can't keep on doing that. Like that shit is crazy. And hold on, I always make sure he's exposed as the Jamaican national. He is. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, yo, is this dude Black American? And he is actually a Black American. It's just like, yo, I'm gonna say this. I don't think he was hung around a lot of Black Americans like that. I'm gonna be personally honest. I don't think so. You know, Because the way he said he's from, what he said, he's from Cleveland, Ohio. That's the projects. I mean, that's the hood. Like, how the fuck you acting like that? And like, it's weird to me, man. It's weird to me, and it's just because he probably is on another, on some other shit. It's yeah, we can't do that, man. It's just it's bad faith. He's doing that shit out of bad faith, and I personally think that. No, 1 second, everybody. Switch that around. There we go. Yeah, I just think everything he's doing is out of bad faith, and I know he's trying to. He loves everybody and stuff like that, but he's gonna figure out sooner or later that like, cause you love everybody doesn't mean everybody you're gonna get that love back. You're not gonna get the love back sometimes. Sometimes you're just gonna get that aggressive, mentality. And it's not. I'm gonna say this. I don't think it's ISO Speed's fault because at the end of the day, you got to looked at this dude's background. ISO Show Speed didn't have the most easiest childhood. You know, he kind of. I'm gonna say this. His childhood was kind of similar to mine. The difference between mine and his was probably that my mother went to school. Like my mother got degrees. My mother got degrees. And like my mother got associates, bachelors, and masters. My mother got masters in mental psychology. You know, but she's not the she would not be the. But the thing about it, she would not be the first person I would take advice from. You know, so yeah, she wouldn't be the first person I would take advice from. You know, but I show speed. I believe if we're talking about the same I show speed, his mother kicked him out. My mother kicked me out 3, 4 times. I started getting kicked out when I was like 13, 14. I started figuring out like, yo, I got to do shit myself. I can't depend on anybody. What's going on? What's my man's name? Ping One. What's going on, Ping? How's Canada? I hope Canada's great. But yeah, it's just like this show, man. It's like, yo, y'all gotta understand, like, yo, the shit that we do on the show is it's special. You too, Ping One. You gotta understand, even the shit that you do on the show, the shit is special, Ping One. Like, yo, look who we talk about. We talk with Ping. Ping is from fucking Canada. We got people from Detroit, Cali, New York, Texas, my Florida, the South, like was it? I think Louisiana. Um, no work. No, I went to work last night. I did a double. Yesterday I did a double. I worked from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. And also Ping One, I'm not gonna do a show on Wednesday. I gotta study for my map training. So I have to do map training. So I gotta study for it. Remember when he made those kids from that reality show go on and goose hunt for cheese? Yeah. Who who did he? For the Philly cheesesteak? Yo, you ever had a Philly cheesecake? That shit is bomb. Yeah. That Philly cheesecake is bomb. Yeah, that shit is bomb. SP. Eh, but yeah, this show is special, man. We got white supremacists on this show. We got everything. We got people from Kick. We got people from X. Like, yo, y'all gotta understand. Yeah, it's like, yeah, this is a special show, man. This is why I always tell people all the time, like, yeah, I'm gonna definitely look for endorsements and sponsors. So I'm in. What's going on, Dorsey? I'm in. Like I told y'all, I'm in talk with somebody now, but well, I'll let y'all know more tomorrow because I'm gonna call them today or tomorrow. But we're gonna start the show, everybody. I'm sorry, I just be talking, man. I'm sorry.
Now, she was killed.
For the second day in a row, ICE has now shot somebody.
On January 7th, 2026, Renee Nicole Good, a resident of Minneapolis, Minnesota, was shot down. She was killed by ICE. And just the day after that, on January 8th, 2026, we have another shooting in Portland, Oregon. But this time it involved two people, not just one.
Oh no!
The incident
Everybody, give me a second, all right? I gotta go turn this coffee pot on. All right, I'm back, everybody. I apologize.
occurred during a vehicle stop near Adventist Health Hospital in East Portland. Now, this is very similar to the vehicle stop that we saw in Minnesota, but these individuals, a man and a woman who were shot and later found by Portland police about 3 miles from the original scene, were taken to a hospital. Their current medical conditions are not yet fully confirmed publicly. But what we do know is that these two people who were shot are known as Venezuelan nationals, who the DHS claims are connected to the Tren de Aragua gang. And obviously there has been a lot of pushback.
Just one day after the horrific violence in Minnesota, our community here in Portland was witness to a moment of fear, confusion, and heartbreak. Earlier this afternoon, 2 people were shot and injured by federal agents in the Hazelwood neighborhood. Violence in our community is devastating. These are not statistics. These are human beings. Portland is not a training ground for militarized agents. When the administration talks about using full force, we are seeing what it means on our streets.
So this particular mayor of Portland is distraught, saying that his territory, which is the city of Portland, is being abused by ICE agents. He's not mentioning the fact that these people are allegedly illegal. He never mentioned that or prefaced that. He's kind of going over that and talking about, this incident and tying it back to what happened in Minneapolis. And then also, we are seeing protests.
It's just been chaos. The community is trying to get answers. The officials are not trying to tell us anything. It's just like we're finding information out on our own. And we should be hearing from the officials that's out here what's going on in our community.
So here is a African-American lady, a Black American lady who is a concern, right? She is understanding that, hey, ICE is here. They're not really revealing anything to us. Obviously, she seems like she does not like this. And I thought it was interesting that, because Portland is not necessarily a Black-dominated city or known to have very many Blacks there, but they choose a Black lady to interview on this particular subject when a Black American lady would have nothing to do about what's going on with an ICE raid. And then we start to see some holes in the ICE agents' arguments.
But of course, as soon as it all happened, DHS had to come out and try to take control of the narrative, spewing that same nonsense without showing any proof that they were members of Tren de Aragua and part of another shooting and part of a prostitution ring. I mean, what kind of criminal with that kind of background gets shot and automatically calls 911 for help? Thankfully, city officials aren't just taking DHS's account anymore, with the mayor of Portland saying, "We know what the federal government says happened here. There was a time when we could take them at their word. That time has long passed."
So this man makes a very interesting point. He's saying Homeland Security must be lying. Because this person who was shot called the police, and then they called the police and they said, hey, listen, we've been shot. Can you come and help us? And the police indeed came to help them. So what the guy is saying is, listen, why would a person who was in this Venezuelan gang call the police for help if they are actually a gang member? Well, it makes sense when you ask that question, but it makes a lot of sense why somebody would call for help. It doesn't matter if you are a gang member or illegal or not. If you feel like your injury is life-threatening, you're going to call the cops. Gang members, drug dealers, if they get hurt enough, they will call the ambulance, they will call the police, because why? They're not going to sit there and just die, right? They're going to want to preserve their life. If they get caught afterwards and go to jail, so be it. But they're going to take the risk of preserving their life because you only get one life to live. So that argument is weak. However, it does.
I'm gonna say this. I agree with O'Shea where like some of this stuff isn't making sense. And I know, and the thing about it, what's confusing is that the Democrats push this narrative. They push this narrative where when it comes to immigrants, they do push this narrative, and I can see why it's confusing towards other people where, you know what? Should I talk about this? Should I not talk about this? How should we talk about this? What type of narrative we can push? How can we cover up certain things? So these are things that we have to think about when we get stuff from certain channels, you know? So it's like, yo, was it 3 shootings in 2 days? Like, yo, that shit is crazy. You know, one was gang related, supposedly gang related, and the other one was just on some bullshit, you know?
Makes sense that, listen, you know, the DHS could be just covering this up like they did with the Renee Good situation. And again, I watched the Renee Good video at least 15 times, and that could have went either way. The problem with her is that there was a guy that was close in her vicinity. She refused to get out of the car and she tried to drive away. And when she was driving away, she was driving kind of away from them, but kind of towards the guy. And that's what happened there. All right. I don't really know if I buy this situation, but then
that woman in Minneapolis probably wouldn't have gotten shot if the left can just stop interrogating ICE. And I hate to say that. I hate to have that opinion. I hate to even project that out on here. But
you know what? I didn't even think about that. If these liberals just, yo, stop doing this crazy shit. Like, yo, they doing this Karen shit. Like, they're doing shit that niggas want to shoot you for. You know, and like they're probably, yeah, they're doing shit where, you know, where niggas want to shoot you. Where these white people do want to get you. You'll see.
The only reason ICE has to be so strict and this harsh is because y'all are trying to run them over with cars, throw water bottles at them, break into their cars, try to identify them, just let them do their job. I know it's so hard for y'all to believe that if you're illegal here, you're not supposed to be here. People are dying. People are getting hurt because ICE has to do their job. And by the left threatening them, there's going to be consequences back.
Now this lady is saying something that's important. Why can't they let these people do the job? And again,
facts, Dorsey.
My condolences go out to the lady. But I've seen so many times.
The reason why they get robbed too, the triad, the elders in China and the Chinese elders, that they get robbed because they don't believe in bank accounts. All their money is in cash.
Where these ICE officers, who people are seeing, you know, they're destroying everything. Look, I see people throwing stuff at them. I see folks fighting back. I see campaigns where you have citizens hiding immigrants. You know, there are WhatsApp groups. You know, there are certain things in communities to get past ICE. And so there is people that are trying to fight against these guys. You know, some of these ICE officers have been shot at. So the reality is this: if people are going to comply, if people are not going to be in the way of these guys.
So the question now for you, Penguin, when has it ever stopped? When has it ever stopped?
It's easy to argue that you guys are not letting them do their jobs, especially in these cities that are sanctuary city-like. Now, what am I talking about? If we look at what is going on in some of these sanctuary-like cities, if we look at what's going on in like cities like Portland or even Minneapolis, or let's just say Oregon and Minneapolis, let's just say Oregon and Minnesota in general, these are some of the most strongest sanctuary states in the United States. Since 1987, Oregon law has limited state and local government in federal immigration enforcement. All right? This applies statewide. Only federal agents like ICE or Border Control can enforce immigration law. And the reason why immigrants live in Portland or in Minneapolis is because there are legal protections against local immigration enforcement. So Oregon local immigration enforcement cannot take them out. So that means the only way they can be deported if you get to Oregon is if you get ICE, all right? Very similar to what you see in Chicago. The city has immigrant and refugee support services.
Damn.
So you have community organizations that help with, get this, housing, legal aid, and employment, all right? Political.
So I'm gonna say this. What I'm getting is that ICE is the loophole. This ICE detention, the ICE agents, this is the loophole to, these sanctuary states. That's how they're getting through most of these states. If you catch it on,
claimants in these states are generally immigrant friendly. So what happens is that the state of Oregon is operating outside of what maybe the federal government wants, okay? And so if you're in Portland, and obviously the city has autonomies to a certain degree and the states do, then when you get somebody like Donald Trump saying, hey, we're the federal government, we can override these things. Well, what should really happen in the case of Oregon, if you don't like it, is say, hey, these guys are coming in. We are not here to stop these people. So let them come in and do their job because we are a part of the United States of America. If we do not want to be a part of the United States of America, what we should do is we should vote ourselves out of the union and become an independent country called Oregon, okay? And then we will govern ourselves, and then we don't have to worry about the USA anymore, and we could just do an Oregon exit. But that's not what you're doing. If you are housing illegal immigrants, especially Venezuelans, and we already know what happened with the president of Venezuela. Nicolas Maduro was just captured by the United States. And so now you have some of these guys hiding out allegedly in Oregon. And if they're illegal, it doesn't matter because...
Yo, the funny thing about it, I warned y'all too that shit was gonna happen. They're gonna, because remember we were talking about Nigeria. I said, what are y'all niggas doing for Nigeria? And I don't know who came. I think it was Be Active. And I was like, Be Active, you better be careful too. I was like, they're going to come to these Latino countries and do the same thing. Or even worse. I've been told Be Active that. I knew this shit was going to happen, And the reason, I'm going to tell y'all the reason how I knew. They're not just going to only do that to one country. I mean, because like I said, I think they're going to target Cuba. I told you I think they were going to target Cuba. And look at now. Cuba is talking about this. I didn't know they were going to get was it Argentina? I thought they were going to get is it Argentina? I think it was Argentina. I thought they were just going to get like Cuba, Haiti, certain parts of Africa. Yeah, I thought it was going to be that. I didn't get that one. Kind of confused me, but I understand why now.
All right. Coming in showing babies. That baby looked big as hell. All right? Let's not do that. Oh, okay. But we're going to chill out with them calls for a minute because they already getting started and they drain my energy. Welcome to the room. We're live right now early because usually I go live late, but we're going live early. So we're going to turn up, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to turn up with an early live. Checking in from down south Atlanta. Respect to Atlanta. Oh, man. Shout out to the FBA family. Much love to you guys. Before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, I got to shout out my brother who you see his book is right here. This is our good brother, Dave Anderson. We call him Taz Daddy. That's our brother. But Dave Anderson, he's in the new movie Hidden Color 6, by the way, spitting nothing but hot fire.
Remember I was telling you about Dave Anderson? Yo, Dave Anderson, yo, he's the man. Dave Anderson's the man. He's an elite. O'Shea is stupid. You can't quit. I'm gonna say this: O'Shea is still a U.S. citizen. He's just on an immigration pass in Uganda. So I want to know what immigrants call Americans that flee to their country. I want to know that. That shit would be funny.
Spitting hot fire. He has a great book that y'all need to check out called The Real Black Agenda, ladies and gentlemen. And this book is not a political book, it's a reality check. It breaks down why Black Americans keep voting, marching, and debating, but rarely sees tangible results. So he dismantles the myth on politics, education, economics, media, culture, and then lays out a clear, unapologetic blueprint for power, ownership, and leverage. All right? So it's a great book y'all need to check out. He talks about why blind party loyalty has failed Black America, how the media, culture, and politics profit from Black confusion. He tells the truth about education, voting, and economic traps. It's a lot of data-driven, unapologetic, solution-focused material. Y'all go get the book right now at therealblackagenda.com. Therealblackagenda.com, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that's my brother Dave Anderson. Excuse me. So we're going to get it cracking. Let me put my other photo up real quick while we start chopping it up, because we are in here heavy and we have a lot to cover. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a lot to cover. All right. So respect to the family here. And again, y'all share the space, retweet the space, repost the space. Let everybody know that we are indeed live, ladies and gentlemen. Now listen, first thing we got to talk about, family. The first thing we got to talk about is there was another ICE-involved or Border Patrol agent shooting, but nobody was unalived in this one. There was a shooting up there in Portland, Oregon by a Border Patrol agent. Federal officials said this was an act of self-defense, again, including a targeted vehicle stop. They said this shooting, it came one day after the woman, Renee Nicole Good, 37-year-old woman up there in Minnesota. She was unalived by Immigration and Custom Enforcement in Minneapolis while she was in her car. So up here in Oregon, in Portland, police said there was a shooting after 5 p.m. earlier. They said a man and a woman was hit. They're saying that they were Venezuelan nationals. They said the woman, and this is some of the reports.
Damn.
I'm just reading some of the reports. They're saying allegedly the
Salute
woman
to
was
your
here
cousin.
illegally. They were a part of some Venezuelan gang. I don't know how true it is. Don't know. But from what I understand, they've been transferred to the hospital. Their conditions are unknown. There's a lot of outrage now for this, just like yesterday when they were talking about Renee Nicole Good, who was a white woman, who was unalived by law enforcement. Some of the public officials these liberal public officials, boy, they're making a lot of noise. All the police are just overreaching. Oh, overreach, overreach, overreach. Yeah, a lot of people are trying to force FBAs to jump out there in the fray, and we're just kind of like, okay. Yeah, the mayor of Minnesota, he's going ham. And again, the same situation with the Renee lady, which is unfortunate. That was unfortunate. She was a mother of, I think, 3 kids, and she was
Yeah.
unalive. That's unfortunate. Anybody getting shot is unfortunate. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like I said, foundational Black Americans, we warned that unchecked state violence never stays contained. For
Facts.
many generations, foundational Black Americans, we warned that once a society normalizes state violence against one group, it becomes a tool, not an exception.
Yeah.
And see, the powers, they always test things out on Black people first. And they don't usually stop there. These are rehearsals. They test the stuff out on us. So that's why when people start talking about y'all gonna be next, so we were first. So yeah, that y'all gonna be next talk, they already circled the block on us. They're gonna spin around to you pretty soon. People didn't think that was gonna be the case. You understand?
I've been
What's
telling
up,
you.
Tip? You said you miss me so much. Oh yeah, man. When I was gone, people were very upset when I was on vacation. I'm here
Yeah,
though,
man.
I'm back. That's why I'm giving y'all a lot of great content this week since I got.
Hey, yo, let me tell yo. And this is why I'm gonna tell y'all. The game wasn't the game no more when Tariq Nasheed wasn't there. So I don't want to hear none of y'all niggas talk about like, yo, Tariq Nasheed is this, Tariq Nasheed was that. Yo, when the nigga was gone, all y'all niggas didn't have content. Y'all niggas was struggling out here. So like, yo, we don't want to hear that shit, man. Y'all tethers was out here struggling, man. Struggle for some peasant money, man. Y'all didn't have nothing. I'm gonna be personally honest. There was nothing really on TikTok with the tethers. There was nothing really on TikTok. I mean, nothing really on Twitter with tethers. There was nothing really good with YouTube with tethers. Y'all niggas wasn't eating out here. We was still eating out here. That's the crazy part. We was still out here eating. Niggas was out here getting money. Y'all tethers couldn't get no money out here because y'all couldn't talk about Tariq Nasheed and what he said and try to debunk him. Who's that nigga? Jose Benavari or some shit like that? Who be doing all that misinformation about Tariq Nasheed? Yo, my nigga wasn't eating out here when he wasn't here. Let's personally be honest about that. That nigga was out here struggling. Dr. Umar was struggling out here, man.
Back. But like I said, man, Black communities were always the legal and the tactical testing ground.
Mm-hmm.
Stop and frisk, no-knock raids, officer feared for his life, qualified immunity, militarized policing. See, these doctrines, they were perfected in Black neighborhoods. In the dominant society, they usually accepted this because they were not the targets. Oh, it's a whole different ball game now.
Hey, say Michael, she's the Ashlee Babbitt of the liberals, man. I gotta be personally honest. She's the Ashlee Babbitt of protesting. they are giving her a Trevor treatment in the media. What do you mean? She's a white woman. She's supposed to get it. What are you talking about? That y'all get that shit all the time. The fuck? Fucking, did we just forget? Charlie Kirk just got a fucking. They're trying to give this nigga his own day. They're trying to give Charlie Kirk, that raggedy motherfucker, his own day. Let's personally be honest. That nigga is dusty. That nigga got popped by a nigga who like bussy, nigga. Come on, don't. And the thing about it, he was a liberal. Liberals was out here, liberals was out here getting busy, nigga. Come on. Them niggas was out here getting busy on y'all niggas. And I'm gonna say this. This is how big some of y'all conservative, weak-minded niggas is. Y'all niggas, y'all wearing this shit like it's a badge that that woman of 3 kids got shot. And these niggas is out here popping y'all leaders. Y'all niggas just popped. Y'all just took a pawn off the table, nigga. Them niggas was popping your bishops, your rooks, your queens. Yo, y'all niggas is getting busy, nigga. Look at, what's her name? What's the Charlie Kirk's wife? That chick is struggling right now trying to do a fucking show. They putting her on with fucking celebrities and she's still struggling. She's a laughing stock. Why the fuck would they give Charlie? Y'all niggas is out here struggling, bro. Come on. Look at you. You're mad now. You're mad. Look at you. That nigga St. Michael's is mad. Yo, y'all niggas is out here struggling. Y'all niggas getting run off the block by niggas with lace fronts and titties, nigga. And niggas who hug trees. And niggas who eat tofu. Niggas is running you off the block. I'm trying to go into my trailer home. What trailer home, nigga? We about to turn this into a community center. y'all white supremacists, you white conservatives is pathetic out here, my nigga. I gotta be personally honest. Y'all niggas is pathetic out here. I don't know how y'all, and this is the shit that fucks y'all up. Y'all niggas be talking about alpha male shit. Y'all niggas ain't even alpha male out here. Y'all biggest alpha male got beat up by a nigga who's wearing pink shorts and boxing gloves. Like, come on, my nigga. Andrew Tate's caught the ass whooping of the century. He haven't seen that ass whooping in 20 years, nigga. Since 20 years, nigga. And the nigga, niggas, I was really thinking, I was like, Andrew Tate might really give this nigga a fight. This nigga had more excuses than a cookbook, man. So that nigga had all the issues. That nigga had more issues than a cookbook. That nigga was struggling. Y'all niggas is pathetic out here. I'm gonna be personally honest. See, look at this nigga St. Michael. He's flipping out on me now. Look at him. NBA won't go to Africa because of the lack of welfare in Africa. Look at him. He's mad. Nigga, you won't go back to the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. Why? Why won't you go? Why? Because y'all can't have no fur no more? Y'all can't have y'all don't got y'all fur, y'all furry bodies no more, my nigga? Come on. Don't do that. Don't. This nigga St. Michael's is heated. And guess what? St. Michael's? Them small hats is fucking you up too. Yo, them small hats is fucking you up. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, St. Michael's? Them small hats is fucking you up. Hurting your pockets. Kicking you off your land. Taking all your welfare. All your money. What are you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing but bitch and moan to me, my nigga.
You see, silence, ladies and gentlemen, it becomes consent. See, when black people are involved and when we're the victims, you see, when foundational black Americans, when we protested police unalivings, man, we got a lot of mockery, dismissal. Mm-hmm. We got criminalized. Mm-hmm. They're telling us just comply. Mm-hmm. Blue Lives Matter. Oh, it was a couple of bad apples. Oh, we heard every excuse in the book when it was us.
We got Karens out here
We
now.
heard every damn excuse in the book when it was us. Okay, y'all see my desk here. Hold on,
Never.
man. Hold on. I'm getting a gang of damn. Hold on,
That
man. I'm just
nigga.
getting a bunch of damn requests. Oh, I'm getting all of these goofy requests from the Pakistanis, ladies and gentlemen. They're just flooding me with requests right now.
That nigga
I'm
St.
just getting
Michael's.
flooded
He's
with
crazy.
Pakistani requests. Precedent is being used right now on non-black citizens. Now people want to cry foul. These targeted vehicle stops, these federal agents acting with lethal authority and the immediate claims of self-defense before investigations, these are not new practices.
Shalom, OC. Shalom.
They're just being applied more broadly now. I don't want to hear nobody complaining now. Don't complain now. Do not complain now. See, the outrage is not about injustice. The outrage now is about proximity. You see? Y'all share the space and hit the hearts, by the way. Everybody hit the hearts. Let's get up to, we got 25,000. Let's get 100,000 hearts in the next 5 minutes. All y'all got to do is hit the we've been telling you this for the longest. Y'all made every excuse for us. Oh God. It's just your culture. It's not that all cops aren't bad. Blue lives matter. It's just you guys, single parent households, and you're lazy, and your culture, you don't want to work and respect authority. Oh, that's what y'all told us. So what now? What y'all trying to tell us now? So now you're seeing that there's police overreach and state sanctioned overreach? Oh, really? See, the state with us, they learned that it could act without consequence. Anytime we were harmed as black people and there was no charges, no firing, no accountability. So there was a message that was reinforced that says lethal force works, silence follows, power is preserved. So y'all were perfectly fine with that. Y'all were perfectly fine with that, ladies and gentlemen.
That's why he married.
Yeah. And remember, when we spoke out against this state-sanctioned violence, this overreach, black people were called anti-police for demanding restraint, demanding justice and demanding order, calling for oversights, body cameras, civilian review boards. You understand? De-escalation, that was framed as radical or dangerous. Now those same demands are being echoed. Only after people in the dominant society feels vulnerable now.
Yeah. Tables is
and listen, I want y'all to understand something. There's a spiritual accounting right now. There's a spiritual accounting right now. See, there's a reckoning. There's an FBA spiritual understanding. See, the ancestors don't seek chaos. They demand balance. The foundational Black American ancestors, ladies and gentlemen, they are demanding balance. When injustice is ignored long enough, reality itself forces a reckoning through exposure, through reversal, through consequence. So what's happening now is exposure, not escalation. The state didn't suddenly become oppressive in the last couple of damn days. Come on now. Just the illusion that oppression had boundaries, that's been removed. We've always known the system wasn't about safety, it was about control. So now you want to listen? So now you better make sure that there's equal justice all over the board. When they pull stuff like this, when they pull I was in fear of my life, so I had to use lethal force, it better be equal justice and punishment. In order to deter that type of behavior, it has to be all across the board. You see, and this moment proves that foundational Black Americans were right. We were not resentful, we were right. History is validating the warnings that Black Americans gave in good faith. We ain't doing no victory lap, but it's just a tragic confirmation that injustice ignored it doesn't disappear, it only expands. Just like with the COINTELPRO program, all of that mass surveillance on the Black community, that got expanded to the whole dominant society. There's mass surveillance of the dominant society.
St. Michael's, you think I'm a radical? The fuck? St. Michael, so what if let's say he did had a Jewish wife? So what, man? Let his wife be Jewish. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, yo, you act like I be patrolling people's pussy and stuff like that. Come on, man. Okay, let's say she is Jewish. She's half Jewish. Okay, so what? So the fuck what, man?
Don't complain about it. Y'all were cool with it when it was happening to us.
You told us to comply.
You see, right now here in California, where I am, they're talking about removing the ban on open carry because people want to be able to open carry their guns, especially when white people are becoming a minority, when whitey people are becoming a minority all over the United States. They're like, hey, we're going to need that open carry. We got to remove that ban. But remember, the ban was put on open carry in California because of what?
The Black Panthers.
The Black Panthers.
Yeah. Motherfuckers
Huey P. Newton studied the law and saw there was a loophole where you could open carry guns. So the image of those black men in those leather jackets standing around the state building with weapons legally, that terrified white society. So they were like, ooh, we got to ban this thing. No open carry. Yeah? Yeah, HC6 is going to be a monster. Y'all share the space. We almost got 1,000 folks in here in the first 10 minutes. Y'all share the space. Let everybody know that we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Let everybody know we are live. But yeah, there's a different new energy happening out here, ladies and gentlemen. There is a new energy out here. We got this brother Professor Alon in here. Professor Alon is in HC6 as well. Shout out to Professor Alon.
When there is stank on the streets, there's...
I'm gonna say, you know what? That was actually a good one, man. Let me see what we're gonna do first. All right, we're gonna do this one first. I didn't see this one, so we're gonna. This is kind of off topic, but breaking news.
And with the greatest host in the known universe, your boy King Crowder, for another edition of a Wednesday Tap In. Today, I had to give you this quick, clean labor of some information I stay seeing. So you know me, I love to present information to you that may not be discussed or that is going on in the current lexicon. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for tapping in with me no matter where you are. Make sure you drop in the comment section where you at, where you from, and most importantly, how long you been.
Shout out to you, King Crowder.
Did you know that Foundation Black American Delineation Movement just went federal?
Oh!
King Crowder, what you talking about, man? You just say a lot of stuff, but you ain't got no proof behind it. You know, when you speak, it doesn't sound like so much weight is going to be happening. Watch the screen and let's take a listen. FAFSA forms. If you do not know what FAFSA is, it is the financial aid agreement that you must apply prior to going to college and other research institution. FAFSA now has a new updated student demographic form. The demographic forms make you be much more detailed on where you're from, also what type of black you are, what type of white you are, what type of Asians you are. I don't think people understand. This is one of the first steps we will see to massive change happen across America. Why is this important, you ask? Why is the delineation movement such a big deal? If you have not been under a rock and you do not know, political season for black people in this country has been a constant issue that has not moved. People wonder if it's real. And let me tell you, it's real. The streets, the federal government, the people, the other people that have a feeling that make laws and legislation in this country are listening. They're paying attention to what the grassroots media, other platforms, and people are talking about. They heard the delineation movement and they have responded. No longer can you say, is it real? No longer can you question how do y'all got movement, motion, make things go. Student demographics information have proved that this will be a new change in law and legislation moving forward. Why should you care, man? King Crowd, I hear what you're saying. I hear you saying why this such a big deal. Why should I care? Because the culture has shifted before your very eyes. What everybody cares about has changed literally in our lifetime. I would have never thought this me, y'all, that we have seen such a pivot and a black focused issue when it comes to political conversation. Right now, the topics, the what you're going to call me, what you're going to name me, even what you're going to name each other has changed. The spirit of empowerment, the spirit of new political format, new political conversation is around us. And people still question it. They still think, man, I don't know if it's true. It could be just an internet thing. The power of the people really ain't as strong as you saying. You know, I still believe what I believe. I still think what I think. I still feel how I feel. And that's fine. You can feel, think, believe, go against, or say whatever you want. But the one thing you cannot deny is the undisputable facts. If college admission information has changed, so will the census. So will demographics. So will legal. So will media. So will politics. Their own and so forth. Remember, trains don't start fast. They have to build up energy and motion. And as you see, let me see what's happening.
Hold on, let me move up.
Those records that are moving, that are emotional, that are serious. When do you hear that? When do we hear y'all speak about those things? Or is it just fun? Let's get lit. Let's get wasted on emotion. We are attracted to that pain music. You know what NBA Youngboy and Rod Wave is? It's the pain that Black Americans go through.
I don't want to listen to that part.
Let me see what's happening. Let me see how you really feel. Let me see where you really stand. The Barack Obama political correctness era is done. Nobody wants to see it anymore. We want to know what you feel, what you think, how you vote, what you feel, and where you align. That is why this delineation movement is so divine. Lastly, make sure you watch and observe what's going on. I know it may be an impromptu, why the delineation thing is constantly talked about. It's constantly talked about because it's real. You ain't got to believe it. You ain't got to support it. You ain't even got to go back and forth with nobody no more, y'all. The paperwork, the truth, the research, the documentations, and the proof is in the pudding. People are no longer going for the foolishness. Look at your documentation and how it would affect your children. I want to thank everybody for tapping.
I just wanted y'all to hear the delineation part. You know, the delineation part is very, very serious. And I think people need to start paying attention now. Understand, like, yo, this shit is serious. This shit is serious. And now I gotta ask certain immigrants who is getting benefits off of Black Americans' backs, what y'all gonna do now? It's gonna be tough because y'all gotta understand it's gonna be tough for y'all because at the end of the day, it was good when Black Americans were fighting. It was good when, you know, Black Americans was doing everything. It's not gonna be like that no more. Like, you see how, like, come on, this ICE thing shouldn't have went this long. Where's Colin Powell's from? Colin Powell's is Jamaican. Yeah, Colin Powell's is Jamaican. But shout out to him. Hold on, is it? Yeah, Colin Powell's the general. He was a U.S. general. Yeah, I think, yeah, he's Jamaican. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know, like, Luau Bang. Banner, if you know who I'm talking about, also known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. His mama's Black, but his father's like Trinidadian, you know? It's just like, you know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, being an immigrant from another country. I don't think so. Um, but at the end of the day, you got to respect Black America. He said Bronze's Colin Powell's illegitimate son. Oh no, I'm not Jamaican. No, I'm not Jamaican. Thank you if you're trying to give a compliment, but no, I'm not Jamaican. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, because you're gonna make me forget what I was saying. Yeah, and Kareem. I met Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at my college. He's a big ass fucking guy and very nice, very very nice guy. Wilt, you might have to be a little bit careful of when he was alive. I think Wilt passed away. Yeah, I think Wilt did. Wilt pass away. I think Wilt did pass away. Yeah, Wilt will punch you in your face, and I think he knew kung fu too. So martial arts. I'm sorry, martial arts. So yeah, certain people you gotta be careful of. Ping, you're crazy, man. But yeah, we're gonna watch this last one. We had a quick, fast Ricky Bobby show, and yeah.
All right, there it is. All right, what's up, man? Y'all come on in here. Y'all come on in. What's up, man? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Y'all let everybody know that we are indeed live right now. Let's get some likes up in here. Let's hit those hearts. Let's get everybody up in here, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Miss Rhonda? Let me shout y'all out. Everybody who's coming in with the hearts and the gifts, respect to you. Miss Rhonda, Renee, Chi-Town in the building, respect to you. 666, what's up, brother? Sir Mike, Troy, much respect to the family. Sir Mike, BMGR, respect to you. D, I can't see some of these, 744. Let me see, check my text messages. Okay, I gotta check my text messages. Oh man, I'm back home, man. Shout out to everybody. I am back. I'm back at the crib. We're back on our regularly scheduled program, ladies and gentlemen. I am back. A lot of y'all have been like, hey man, where are the lives? Where are the uploads? Man, I am back in the States. For the past week or so, I've been out of the country. It was down in Mexico. Lord, man, I felt like I was held hostage in Mexico. Good grief. God, man, I literally just got back to the States. I just got back. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, Mexico wore me out, man. Mexico wore me out. But I'm here, family. People have been like, where are the shows? Where are the uploads? Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh goodness, the time change and the internet reception, it was just too much. A lot of stuff going on. And also I was preventing people. There were certain people who was uploading my lives from TikTok, so that I had to nip that in the bud because that was an issue. And I finally got that nipped in the bud. So a lot of stuff was going on when I was out of town. Because if y'all notice, some of my lives, people would record my lives and then throw them up on YouTube before I would. And then that kind of became an issue. So I nipped that in the bud. So dude, you know who you are. I nip your little ass in the bud for that shit. Oh yeah. People up here recording these TikTok lives and throw them up on YouTube, and it was some BS going on with that. Yeah, y'all saw some of those things, so I had to get that together. Yeah, stealing content and then trying to act like they ain't stealing the content, like it's their content. Damn near. I'm like, well, these people got a lot of damn nerve, man. Okay, but yeah, everything is gravy, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, for those don't upload my stuff. Do not upload my stuff on YouTube. I do not approve of it. Don't approve. Don't approve. Do not upload my stuff on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in the live chat. And also, only way you can comment in the live chat is if you're a subscriber. So subscribe, and also share, and definitely it helps with the algorithm and give that donation. You know, we got the YouTube. Oh Jesus, I said YouTube. We got I put the super chat, Cash App, and the Venmo in the live chat. So it's a link. So definitely, if you can do it, definitely we appreciate it. And it goes back as I said, it goes right back into the channel. I'm thinking and I'm debating, should I get another light? But I think we got enough light. But yeah.
I do not approve of it. All right. But I'm back. I'm back from Mexico. My flight was delayed, and oh man, it was a whole thing. We were staying at the Nickelodeon Hotel. I don't recommend the Nickelodeon Hotel in Mexico. I don't recommend it. It's some of the staff are
Facts,
cool, but
Ray.
it's
I
too
agree with you.
much. The food is horrible. The food is horrible. It's an all-inclusive. It was an all-inclusive hotel. It had a cool little water park for the kids and all that. I took the kids down there. Yeah, they had the little slime thing and all that stuff. Have y'all ever been to the Nickelodeon? The food is trash. I mean, just trash. It's all inclusive, but it's just not good. What's with these desserts in Mexico? These jelly ass desserts, that flan shit. They got a lot of them desserts. I cannot stand those desserts. Those Mexican desserts, can't stand them. That soft jelly ass stuff. Jelly and milk. Yeah, God. Oh, I hate that. I don't like that. I don't like the texture. I don't like it. That ain't my bag at all. And they had just different variations of them little jelly ass desserts. Give me a break, man. I'm FBA. Give me some shit with a graham cracker crust. Come on. I gotta have some damn balance. I can't be dealing with all that jelly. I don't know what it is. It's all jelly and squishy, and I don't know what that stuff is. Then they put caramel and
Shout out
syrups
to
all on it.
Osto
I
Gray.
don't know
Salute,
what
salute.
that is. Cake float.
One place I will go back to. I did like Norway. I was a big fan of Norway. There's mad Somalians over there though, but shout out to the Somalians in Norway, salute, if you're scamming over there, just be careful, um, but yeah, I like Norway. I would go back to Norway. I do want to go to which place would I go to? I would go to yeah, I don't know if I would really leave the country like that. I would go to Germany. It's just so I can go wrestle down there. Other than that, yeah. Like I said, man, like some of my like we were talking earlier, like one of my favorite fighters is Usyk, but I would never go to Ukraine, it's like if I had to go to Ukraine, I would go to Dagestan. But the only thing about it, there's no drinking, there's no like fornication, there's none of that shit over there. So it's yeah. Um yeah, yeah, I wouldn't go to Dagestan. I'll go to Russia to go check out no, I'll go to Japan. That's where I'll go. I'll go to Japan. You know? One thing I learned about Japanese people, they definitely respect black culture. For some reason, I don't know what it is. It's the Japanese, So shout out to the Japanese.
Then milk. Yeah, man. Rice. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, goodness. Goodness,
SB,
goodness, goodness.
King Flex is a
Oh, goodness.
multi-millionaire, man.
Everybody come on in the room. We in here. We're in here. So, yeah, we're down there at the Nickelodeon Hotel. And, man, it's, God, it's just too much. Dude, they literally had us hostage. We were trying to leave. It took us forever to get like a taxi to come pick us up, and we're already running late for the airport. And it's like in a compound, it's gated. So we get to the gate, and they wouldn't let us out the hotel. They were like, yeah, the driver was talking in Spanish to the guy at the front gate, because it's a big, huge compound. You got to have vehicles to drive you around. You got to get driven to the front desk, then they'll drive you to your hotel room, then they'll drive you to the water park. So it's a pretty big compound. So we're checking out, and it was, my daughter was there. So we had 3 rooms, and I guess they didn't quite check out the 3rd room. So we're trying to leave, and they wouldn't open the gate. So we're talking, they talking in Spanish, and they're like, the driver's like, I'm sorry, they can't let you leave. Why? They can't let you leave. What do you mean you can't let me leave? There's a charge. I said, what? You got to take care of a charge. So I had to go drive me back up to the front. I'm like, really? Are y'all kidnapping my ass? It was like a surcharge that some little secret daily charge they had for the room. It was some weird little bullshit ass charge. I'm like, y'all gonna hold me hostage for some little janky charge? What kind of shit is this? That I didn't like. I don't like that being held hostage shit. Yeah, I felt like I was in the damn Scarface cartel or some shit. Like, what is this? And it was, God. I mean, they pinched every dollar out of it. It's very expensive. Not worth it. It's extremely expensive. They hustle you. It ain't worth it. It ain't. Oh, not right now, brother. Not right now. Not doing a battle. Stop pushing the damn boost. Deadly force and unalive this woman. Now, there are a lot of conflicting reports. This was in Minneapolis where this happened. This happened in Minneapolis. Hold on one second. Let me see who these people are. What's up, ladies?
Hi.
How y'all doing?
Good. How about you?
I am good. I get y'all. Let me just chop it up with the family for a minute. I don't want to deal with these calls because they didn't look like their pictures. The women, they had pictures up. I'm like, okay, they look interesting, and yeah, we got catfished. But but like I said about this woman, they unalived her. Her name was Renee Nicole Good, 37 years old. She was the mother of 3. There were videos and eyewitness accounts showing agents approaching her vehicle, which was stopped across the road. Agents were reportedly giving conflicting orders, with some telling her to exit and others allowing her to drive away. She then drove her SUV forward slightly. An ICE agent fired multiple shots through the vehicle, striking and fatally wounding the woman, and she later was unalived at the hospital. And there are a lot of conflicting accounts. Department of Homeland Security, they said the agent fired in self-defense. They said she weaponized her vehicle and she attempted to run over officers. Trump kind of echoed this sentiment, and I think on his Truth social media. Local officials and witnesses like Mayor Jacob Frey and Tim Walz, the governor, they strongly disputed the federal narrative. They say the video evidence does not support that she tried to hit officers. They said that Good was not the target of any investigation before the shooting. A council member named Jason Chavez described Good as acting as a legal observer who was watching out for immigrant neighbors. So
Got an ass pop for that shit.
there's a lot of conflicting reports about it. All right. Now, here is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. This, to me, is an example of the boomerang effect, where tactics that are tested on a marginalized group inevitably return to target the dominant population, ladies and gentlemen. You see, now a lot of people are outraged about what happened to this woman, but they've been doing these same tactics on black people for the longest, and we've been telling you, if you sit there and normalize this, it's going to eventually boomerang back on your community too, because you're going to set a precedent. And we've been telling you about this. We've talked about the weaponized vehicle template. You understand? Department of Homeland Security, they said that.
Hey, everybody, I'm gonna say something. Yo, sometimes I'll be watching these videos with y'all, and sometimes, I'll be in a live chat, and I can't focus on the video because y'all be talking crazy. Y'all be talking crazy, man. That should be funny as fuck. I just wanted to say that.
Renee Good weaponized her vehicle, and that justified the use of lethal force. See, that's a carbon copy of the justification used.
Hey, Double Edge. Why didn't you help your white queen before she got shot the fuck up, man? Come on, man. You can't be doing that. You didn't even help your snow bunny, and she got lit up, man. They lit her ass up like it's 4th of July, man. That's fucked up, Double Edge, man. You foul for that.
Countless unalivings of black men and black women, ladies and gentlemen. You see? Like Philando Castile and all of that.
Nigga got lit the
fuck
up.
Come on now. That whole fearing for your life. We warned y'all that because a car moved an inch and y'all said, okay, y'all, that's justified. We said y'all setting a bad precedent with that. Y'all sat up there and thought it was cool when it was happening to us. When the car moved a little bit and y'all said, I guess it was justifiable. Well, damn, how you feel now? Oh, now I had to unalive this person with 38 shots because I felt threatened. And y'all sat up there and said that was justified. Why are you complaining now? Y'all set the precedent.
Yeah, y'all did.
You see?
Y'all fucked up, man.
Also, that fallacy of compliance, a common rebuttal to police violence against black people is, well, they just should have complied.
What?
Well, if you just comply, nothing is going to happen to you. See? And reports indicate that this Renee Good lady was surrounded by unmarked, plainclothes federal agents, and she may have been confused. She may have been terrified.
Yeah.
Now, when black people panic or do not immediately understand aggressive commands, we get labeled as non-compliant and deserving unaliving. And Renee Good's death proves that confusion is now a capital offense. You see? Because see, if compliance didn't save a white woman from being unalived or trying to drive away, it's not about compliance. It's all about the officer's impulse to dominate. We've been telling y'all about that. And now they didn't call this woman a domestic terrorist. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem, she labeled Good's actions domestic terrorism.
That's fucked up. They doing this lady dirty. Hey,
that's that language
y'all white supremacists is doing this white lady dirty, nigga. Y'all called her a domestic terrorist. Oh my God, this is white fatigue, my nigga. I'm gonna be personally honest. This is white fatigue. Like, niggas are sick and tired of this shit. Even white people got white fatigue, man.
They use on us.
Oh my God.
Any black activists, They're black identity extremists, agitators, and they use those labels to justify heavy-handed state
Facts.
violence. So now the state is applying that terrorist label to a suburban white woman driving in a Honda Pilot.
Nigga. Pilot,
See?
nigga. That was a pilot.
Y'all, you sit there and justify this stuff, and you set a precedent.
Yo, y'all
It's
niggas
gonna
is
hit you sooner or later.
Yeah.
You see?
Oh my God. That shit
That
is
whole
crazy.
split-second decision shield. See, we're seeing that immediate deployment of that whole split-second decision defense to shield the ICE agent.
Yeah, that's
See,
crazy.
that legal shield was fortified by qualified immunity in cases involving black victims, because the court and the public accepted that an officer's subjective fear
Oh shit.
overrides an innocent citizen's
Oh
right to
shit.
life.
Double Edge. Did you really say that? This is why I fuck with you, Double Edge. I know, and the thing about it, I know you do, and SP said the same thing that you said. You're supposed to be the voice of reason, man. I'm gonna say this, all right. I'm gonna say this, all right. Because this is crazy. Double Edge, I fucks with you heavy, homie. Even though like probably 90% we do not agree with, when something is right, you will say it's right. Like just in face value, we could see somebody get hit by a car. You won't be like, oh well, the car don't have no brakes. You be like, nah, that nigga got hit. You actually said Tariq Nasheed is right for once. Tariq Nasheed's right most of the time because he's a historian. But you said it and SP said it. This is crazy. This is crazy, Double Edge. I thought I would never hear that out your fucking mouth. I thought I would never hear that out your mouth. And I'm gonna say this: Tariq Nasheed is right most of the time, and the reason why I say he's right most of the time, like I said, because he's a historian, But other than that, salute, salute to y'all and stuff. Because this is, I thought I would never hear that, and it's funny to me. I'm gonna say that it's funny to me because you're always against Tariq Nasheed. This nigga can be saying like, "Yo, Black Americans can get reparations." You'll be like, "No, we can't." Like it seemed like nigga, you don't want money. And the thing about it, I think Double Edge is Black American. You know, he's just a Moor. That's it. That's all he is. He's a Moor. And I know he's a Moor too because I was talking shit about the Moors one day, and this nigga he wanted to confront me on that shit. So I was telling him that like the Moors and the Egyptians was doing some homosexual things, have some homosexual artifacts, and he wanted to correct me, talking about I don't understand. So shout out to y'all, man. Let me see. Hold on. That's why you goofies, clowns, come in here thinking you're going to teach FBAs, man. Yeah, you're right about that. FBA, yo, people be coming in here and think they're gonna teach us about Black America. Y'all don't know shit about Black Americans, So and it's nigga, it's almost time, man. It's almost that time for that reparation check, man. I will say that. I said this last year. I said I think we're gonna get reparation within 5 to 10 years. All jokes aside, I think we're gonna get it within 5 to 10 years. And the reason why, I think we're gonna get reparation within 5 to 10 years is because sooner or later, white supremacists is gonna want this shit to end. I think they're gonna be like, okay, yo, we're gonna have to do something if they want shit to go their way. You know, Double edge, you're more, you're Moorish, man. Yeah, the niggas who be wearing the little kufi hats with uh, with the Aladdin outfit on, man. Come on, don't do that, man.
There's now no legal mechanism to hold that agent accountable. See, the legal precedents set to protect
It's an
officers who
shout
unalive
out to
black people
Dorsey
are
and thank you
now
for the
the same
service.
precedents that's going to let her killer go free. You see? Y'all better stop playing these. We didn't try to warn you. When y'all set these kind of precedents, we tried to warn you. The tables are turning. You see? So listen, you're going to have justice for everybody or injustice for everybody. It's going to either be one or the other. Yeah, I do have a tan. I did get a tan out there. Oh yeah, y'all had Obama. Y'all had your token doing the whole doing them blue laws protecting officers when we were getting harmed, and now that same protection is happening now when they're unaliving white people. Come on now. Man, no, and I think the father of her children, I think he died, from what I understand. So yeah, the kids ain't got no parents now. This is horrible. But y'all set the precedent though.
Yeah.
Y'all come on. Y'all set the precedent. Yeah, from what I understand, the father died for something. Something happened to the dad. I don't know if it was some kind of disease. I don't know, but I know he was like 36 or something like that, and he passed away, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, y'all look that up, please. Yes, I'm talking about the woman in Minneapolis who was unalived by ICE. That's what I'm talking about. The universe is not going to allow non-justice to happen. The universe is not going to allow just non-justice to happen to innocent groups of people without it affecting all people, which makes it possible for all people to say, okay, we can't have no injustice. We got to have fair laws all across the board. We got to have fair laws all across the board. This is spiritual balance that's happening out here. That's horrible what happened to the woman, but the thing is, the dominant society, y'all set the precedent for this, and it came back and met you at your front door. So this is a reckoning for you. Y'all thought, oh, it was cool and sweet and it was cute when it was just happening to black people. No, that's not how evil works. You don't sit up here and co-sign evil at all. It has to be justice all across the board.
Facts.
And fairness all across the board. See, y'all got to get some act right. Until y'all do right by us, see, every time y'all do wrong by foundational black Americans, it bites you in the ass. You understand? The universe is going to make you do right by us. You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to get some damn act right. The mistreatment, all that stuff, that's not going to happen. The universe is going to make disciplinary changes. You understand? I keep telling you, this is the time of reckoning. This is the time of spiritual reckoning, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you don't have the complexion for the protection like you think you do. You do not have it. Let me get some of the family in here. Y'all, let's get these numbers up. I know we got started late, but I'm here.
All right, I'm gonna end that right now. I'm gonna land actually. I'm gonna say this. I think this is a rude awakening for the white supremacists, liberals. All these things that was happening to black Americans, and we were telling you about the Kamala thing, you should have just believed us off the rip. Like, yo, She don't speak for black people. You gotta stop looking for these black tokens. You need to talk to a person who is real. We told you to talk to the Tariq Nasheeds. Talk to the real people who are gonna challenge you a little bit. At least if you get challenged, you can learn. You know? I rather y'all gotta understand. I rather, and this might be hard. I rather fail and learn from my failure and try again than somebody telling me I'm right and not knowing if I'm right or wrong. And this what's been happening a lot in the Democrat party. You know, this Democrat party, these people been fucking y'all over. You know, they've been fucking you over and not telling y'all the truth of what's going on. You know, so definitely this is going to be a rude awakening for both sides, conservative and liberals. So at the end of the day, I hope they can figure it out. You see Rosie O'Donnell pop in and try to tether that white woman to Trevor. Yeah, yeah, they all did, man. They all tried to, man. People gotta understand that that shit ain't working. You can't use black trauma on black people no more. It's just that shit's out the window, man. Y'all gotta think of new tricks, man. I gotta be personally honest. You gotta think of new tricks. It ain't gonna. It's not busting anymore. I've seen them do white people worse than that. But the thing about it, I'm gonna say this double edge. That's white on white crime, man. That's white on white crime. Don't forget, we have been telling y'all, y'all are kind of fucking barbaric. Y'all need to fix your fucking community. Y'all got a lot of hate spewing out your community. What is going on? And they try to hide that shit under black fatigue. No. Y'all been like this for fucking generations. So at the end of the day, it's time for y'all to fix what's going on in y'all community, man. Y'all shouldn't be. I'm gonna say this: the white supremacists should not be looking at black problems, black trauma, black fatigue. They should be looking at, how can we fix our community before we talk shit about other people's communities? That's what needs to be said. That was need to be heard, you know? You know, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say one more thing, and that's it. We are sorry about what we are saddened of what happened to this white lady with the 3 kids, but at the end of the day, her people's done that. That's the burden of her people's. That has nothing to do with black Americans. That has nothing to do with even immigrants, black immigrants. I'm gonna go on record and say that. It has nothing to do with, well, yes, it does have something to do actually with black immigrants, because y'all they're getting killed because of y'all niggas. I'm gonna be personally honest. I'm gonna say that. I had to clean that up real fast, you know. But at the end of the day, like I said, if y'all would have did it the right way and just got citizenship, shouldn't be no problem. This wouldn't be no fucking problem. So at the end of the day, that's something that y'all gonna have to solve and get fixed. I'm gonna start giving my shout out. Shout out to SP, Ray, Dorsey, Ping One, Legacy, FBA Convo, OC, Double Edge Logic, Rando, St. Michael's, who else? E Will, Ostel Gray, Dorsey again, Gullery, and La Brown. Salute to all y'all. Thank y'all for being on my show. We had a great show. It was a quick, fast Ricky Bobby show, but I started late because I had to go drop my son off at ABA. But like I said, everybody, thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. This was a great show. I actually appreciate this show. I know this show ain't gonna really do numbers because it's about white supremacy. It's about more liberal and stuff like that. But it'll do something, but not much. Would sell out his own mother for a used Tahoe. I wouldn't sell anybody out, man. That's not in my ethics, man. That's just me. But you can say what you want to say. But thank y'all, everybody. I do appreciate this show. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share the show. And that always helps. But thank you again, everybody. I appreciate y'all participating. And thank you, Ray Ray. I appreciate that. But tomorrow we got a great show. Give me a second. It's Flat Blackness Over. That's the show for tomorrow. So definitely be prepared. I don't think I tagged anything yet into it, but I'll do it at work tonight. No, I didn't tag anything. But yeah, I'll do it at work tonight or tomorrow morning. Thank you again, everybody, and have a great night.